Christ in me sees the Christ in you. Everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. To know love is to be loved, and I know love will stay alive. If the Christ in me sees the Christ in you, everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. If my friend feels sad or broken, every time that my heart opens, love makes its way into the world. When the Christ in me sees the Christ in you, everyone's a chosen one, the many and the few. All together now it takes two. The Christ in me and the Christ in you. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things through Christ who is my strength. I can do all things. Sees the Christ who is my strength. I can do all things. Sees the Christ who is my strength.
Namaste. And welcome to the Life Enrichment Center live streaming on this last Sunday in September. And I wanted to say too, if you're watching this later, welcome. And leave a comment so that we will know that you were with us. So I'd like to invite us now to just come together in a centering prayer. So if you would, just close your eyes. And as we focus on breathing slowly and deeply, our thoughts begin to slow down. We become more relaxed and less concerned, more present in this moment where what is one with what's coming next, where there are infinite possibilities for creation. And so we speak our prayer into this moment of joining. And we just feel the power of it. We feel the unlimited possibilities and the welcoming presence of it. And so we speak now for healing, for the health and wholeness of every living being, for everyone who in this moment is calling for help, calling for healing, calling for well-being. And we speak it now for our planet and every living being on it. We know that health and wholeness and well-being are natural to us as living beings in the one life of God's creation. And so we speak our prayer now knowing that that presence, that infinite, all-knowing presence, is a presence of peace. And so we look within ourselves and find that peace, knowing that we are that peace that comes next. And so we speak words of peace within ourselves. We speak words of peace for all living beings. We see that in every living being, peace resides. And we pray now that peace is guiding every thought, every word, every action. And we trust that this is so, and so we are at peace. And we are so grateful to know that as we open and allow the answer to come, that it does come according to our openness, our belief, our acceptance. And we believe now that God is all there is and is answering this prayer here and now. And so it is. Amen. All right. Well, this is our final Sunday for this particular opening affirmative statement, which reflects the power of peace. And so I'll ask you to repeat after me. I am responsible for what I see.
I am responsible for what I see.
For how I think and react individually.
For how I think and act individually.
I let peace on earth begin with me.
I let peace on earth begin with me.
All right. I shortened it a little bit, but that's okay. That's the important part. That's what we're going to be talking about today, is our letting peace begin with us. Okay. For announcements, as I've said, and I'll say a few more times, our September focus is on the power of peace, and CDs of today's talk are Your Bells Ringable. Will be available after service for $3, and this whole service or just the talk will be on our website tomorrow, lecflint.com. So it's everywhere. All right, so if you're an active member of LEC, then you've already received an e-announcement about our upcoming annual membership meeting and the agenda and what's coming up. And so it's October 11th at 2 p.m. via Zoom. And the announcement also included the code and the password you'll need. Oh, it comes out at 2 today. If you are an active member of LEC, at 2 o'clock today, you will receive an e-announcement that says everything that I just said. And it'll have everything you need to join us as part of our membership. And I'm happy to say that 2 beautiful people have stepped forward to fill the positions that are available on the steering committee. And of course, we'll be open for announcements from the floor during our annual meeting. So we'll be doing that. We'll be voting on a change to the LEC bylaws. So it's going to be exciting. And I'm going to say I look forward to seeing all of you that I haven't seen in a while. And we'll all be in our places with bright, shiny faces. And what we like to say is be there and be in a square. So, October 11th, you'll be getting an email. Watch your inbox today. Okay, that's it for that. Okay. I'll remind you that our Zoom meeting is ongoing. We'll have everything up and running by Wednesday. So if you'd like to join us, this is a really good time not only to talk about what's up, because it's What's Up Wednesdays, but just how you're feeling about what we're doing, and offer some input. You'll be doing that at the membership meeting, but we're always open to what's on your mind. So you can let the Wednesdays be that for you too. But it's a beautiful place of love and support no matter what's going on. So it's at 12 noon, and you just need to let Jim Gould know. And his email is j.r.gould123@gmail.com, and he'll send you what you need to join us. And we open with a centering meditation. It's a guided meditation, so if you'd like to do that, then be there on time. Okay. If you're new to LEC this morning, oh man, we have having the best time this month. And there's more good times to come, so welcome. And hopefully you will hear some things that you have been hoping to hear for a long time. And so stay with us, and if they're said in a way that you don't quite get, stick with it, because it will become clearer and clearer to you. And but just know that this whole universe supports you in being all that you can be, doing all you want to do, and doing it abundantly and joyously. So that's really what we're about here anyway. Okay, well, now we're going to hear from Faith Rivera and Harold Payne for our peace song, Stand Together.
I can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Hey. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word, one dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Stand together. One dream, one voice, one heart, one word. Stand together. Live the dream of your highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Yeah, yeah. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Stand together. Live the dream. Be the hope. Share your gifts. Stand together now. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's the moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Stand together. Live the dream. Be the hope. We're the ones who can make the difference. Let's stand together now.
Well, I just want to say thank you to Faith Rivera and Harold Payne for creating the perfect song for us to play this month. It has just been absolutely beautiful and perfect for peace. And so all this week, all last week, I was thinking that we were done with our focus this month on the power of peace. Because after our peace service last Sunday with all those powerful prayers for world peace, in my heart and in my mind, I felt complete. And it's likely you did too. I mean, it seems we said through my talks and through prayer what needed to be said about the power of peace and what it takes for there to be peace on earth. And hopefully we all have come to the same awareness that what it will take now for world peace is always what it has taken. What matters now and for the future of our planet is what's always mattered. How we practice peace in our individual life. Wayne Dyer said, peace can become a lens through which you see the world. Be it, live it, radiate it out. Peace is an inside job. Now, peace has always been an inside job. Peace, like everything that we see in this three-dimensional world, begins within us individually and collectively as humanity, as a thought within us that is unseen. And then it manifests. Then it becomes visible to us in this three-dimensional world, in this physical world, and form and expression and action. And peace has always been present in the world from the beginning. And it's been present in us from the beginning. Because peace is of God. And God is the source of all life. All life. And peace remains present still, right here and right now, because there can be no physical life without the presence of the non-physical source of life, which is peace as it is love. But we must choose to be peace if we want to feel it, and we must choose to live it if we want to see it, and then we can radiate it out into the world so that it comes into physical expression in the world around us. The peaceful thoughts in our mind about ourselves and others, the peaceful, thoughtful words we speak about ourselves as well as others. And what we do in our everyday life to give peace a chance to extend and expand on earth in difficult times as well as the easy ones is the only way peace has a chance to manifest its presence now. To manifest its presence now through us. Now, as we said all this month, our peaceful thoughts now, our faith that what we think about, that our unseen peaceful thoughts matter to what manifests next is the presence of peace on earth now. Our knowing peace is, our thinking about peace, our being peace is peace on earth now. And what comes next has got to be peace. Now, we said it before and we'll say it again. We're the only place peace can begin. You can make that into a cheer if you want to. We can't be reminded of that truth too often because so often we forget it's true. We forget it matters what we think and say and do. We forget when things change within us, they naturally and automatically change around us. We get wishy-washy in our thinking when we forget it matters who we choose to be individually because we share one life with everyone else on our planet. This world is a reflection of what is alive and active in all of us. And because we forget that is true, we often fight for change in the world that hasn't become a change yet in us. The energetic vibrations that we emit through our thinking not only attract to us in perfect physical form and expression and experience exactly what we emit, but they affect the world we share. It is the vibration of creation in each of us that makes the world go round for each of us in our head. And as the saying goes, what goes around comes around. As we talked about, A Course in Miracles tells us our mind establishes everything that happens to us. Every response we make to everything we perceive is up to us individually because our mind determines our perception of it. When someone tells us it's all in your head, they're right. And it's all in their head too. How we see each other and how we respond to each other is determined by our individual perception of life. Now, over the years, many New Thought students have said right before they were ready to make a judgment, I'm not judging, I'm making an observation. But it's difficult, even with years and years of spiritual practice, to observe anything without prejudice or bias. Whatever I see begins with me. I see is a statement of our perceived awareness. I don't see is a statement of our perceived awareness. And either way, as the late comedian Flip Wilson said, what you see is what you get. Now, though we may want to be, not one of us is exempt from the creative participation in life, as long as we're here and thinking. And every moment of every day, we are thinking about something. What we become aware of as a thought, given enough focus by us, will eventually physically manifest in our life as a condition of our health, our relationships, our finances, our activities, and our capabilities. And as long as we're here on earth, as long as we're here in this earth life, even if many of us haven't left our house in months, we're not only affecting our individual life with our thinking, we are affecting the world. No matter how well hidden we believe our beliefs to be. We are a walking, talking, vibrationally creative, spiritual being. Even when we're sitting on the couch and appear to be doing nothing. Whether we think intentionally or we think by default because we're not paying attention to what we're thinking, or we really don't care what we're thinking. Whether we speak calmly and thoughtfully to others, or we have a verbal knee-jerk reaction to what others say and do. Every day, in every way, we are either enriching our life with love and peace and joy and well-being, and helping to create a richer world for everyone, or we're not. But even when we're not, we are still powerful, creative beings who can. Course in Miracles we read, He created you for Himself, but He gave you the power to create for yourself, so you would be like Him. That is why your mind is holy. Believe this, and you will realize how much is up to you. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Are Your Bells Ringable? Now, we all know we have buttons that are pushable, and we all have triggers that are pullable, and we have chains that are yankable. But are our bells ringable? There's a place within us where the peaceful breezes of the love of God flow. And that energy of love would ring our bells every moment of every day if we would let it. I mean, how often do we feel a happy vibration within us? Most of the time? Some of the time? Not any time? We have to let go of our death grip on life and stop trying to control everyone and everything, and to stop bracing for the worst and loosen up within us and trust in the presence of joy and peace and love and well-being before our bells can ring with the celebration of life. Even though the world seems to have manifested the unthinkable, if we keep focusing on what's already here that we don't want, it will appear to be immovable and unchangeable and unlovable. When our stomach is tied up in knots with fear and worry, it's difficult for our bells to ring. But we are free, anytime we choose to live in the joyous expectation of the miracle that is coming next. In fact, it's vital for us to start trusting that despite appearances, life is still good right now, and it is getting gooder every day. So we may want to ask ourselves this morning, do I still believe that peace and health and joy and love are natural to all living things? Do I still believe that? Do I trust that even now, that those qualities are alive and well in the universe in which I live, and so they're alive and well in me? No matter what negativity calls me, am I willing to turn the other cheek so I can see the beauty of the miracles around me? Do I want to vibrate with such happiness most of the time that I'm like a bell tower that's resounding with the celebration of life? Or am I settling for an individual vibration most of the time that's more like a death knell, that bell that rings from a church announcing the death of things? Do I keep my focus most of the time, or all the time, on the three-dimensional world that appears to be manifesting more and more conflict and chaos and sickness and division every day? Is that where I'm focused? Years ago, I had a friend who watched a lot of football games with her family and friends. And as she consciously began her spiritual practice every day, she told me that she realized watching football made her think combative thoughts toward the other team, and to feel aggressive in a way that kept her agitated all day long, even after the game was over. And so she decided that until she was able to watch football and still maintain a peaceful mind, whether her preferred team was winning or losing, she wouldn't watch football. Now, you may be thinking, well, it's only a game. I mean, half the fun is getting worked up over it. And many people feel that way about horror movies. I mean, half the fun is scaring ourselves. But it's important for us not to forget that what we're thinking and how we're feeling while we're watching the football game or the horror movie is still creating our life in that moment, off the football field and away from the TV set and the theater. And the same is true when we watch the news. All the conflict and blaming and competitiveness can cause us, depending on who we're rooting for, to give the old football cheer, hit him again, harder, harder. And when the news is over, we might feel agitated for the rest of the day or all through the night if we've watched the news before going to bed. Whew. And like having watched a horror movie, many of those images will be difficult to get out of our heads. It's good to be informed about what's going on in the world. But it's good for us and the world if we make it our intention ahead of time, before we turn on the news, to maintain a peaceful attitude, to rest in peaceful thoughts, even if it appears our preferred team isn't winning. We are so loved that we've been given the power to create ourselves for ourselves so that we can be like our Creator, love itself. If we believe this, then we will realize how much is up to us. It's time for us to replace our buttons with a zipper of love. It's time for us to put down our defensive weapons so that we're no longer triggered by words that are said to us or words that we hear, no matter who is saying them, no matter where they're saying them, no matter what they're saying. It's time for us to tuck in our chain so it's not easily yankable. And it's time, if we want peace on earth, it's time for us to allow our bells to ring so loud with joy and appreciation for life, for the life around us now, for the life that is becoming and will become manifest, to let them ring so loud with trust that the whole world will feel the vibration of our individual celebration of life. We can't wait for the other bells to ring. We gotta start ringing our own. If we want peace to be the lens through which we see the world, we must be that peace. We must live it and radiate it out. And then our inside job will be a good job for the whole world. Namaste. All right. Almost close this up and I was leaving. Oh, there's more. There's more. Okay. Well, this is the time of our service when we say thank you, and I wouldn't have wanted to miss that. Thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for appreciating what we're doing and expressing it financially so that we can continue to do what we're doing. One of these days, we're going to be back together again. And what we're doing now is sustaining our togetherness for now. And so if you haven't contributed, but you've been appreciating the live stream where you've been watching the video later, there are so many easy ways to contribute. You can go to our Facebook page, Life Enrichment Center, and hit the donate button. You can go to our website, lecflint.com, and hit the contribute button. You can go to PayPal. You can send us a check. And as always, you can text. You can text. It's easy. Even I can figure it out. So there are a lot of easy ways to express our gratitude, and expressing gratitude isn't difficult anyway. All we have to do is look around us and appreciate everything we see. And there you go. We are up in that high holy place where the breezes blow and it rings our bells. Okay, so we're going to go into our gratitude song, which is Grateful, this time by Nemo Patel and Daniel Namat.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all
is
that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything
all
will feel
that I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all,
Every day I sit and pray cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan. But there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
so I lift up my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am,
Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
The gratitude that we are feeling now is blessing the world. It's blessing our individual life and everything around us. It is blessing every living being who is open now, in this moment, to the miracles of life. To everyone who is looking to see the good. To everyone who is praising the good. All that we are or will ever be is a blessing to one another. And a blessing to the universe and to the God of our creation. And when we're feeling gratitude for just being created, for just being alive, our bells of joy ring. And our vibrations are so high that they cannot help but enrich the world for all. We are so grateful to know that. We are so grateful to be and to be aware. We are so grateful for all the good that gets better and better every day. We are grateful for the good that is here and for the good that is coming. We are grateful for it all, here and now. And feeling that high creative vibration of gratitude, let us say our statement of abundance together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen. All right. Well, we're going to peace out today after we do our closing affirmation, but just because we're not going to be talking about the power of peace, we know that you know what it takes for peace to manifest on earth. So, we're going to close with this closing affirmation, and it is: peace is the lens through which I see the world. You ready? Peace is the lens through which I see the world. Again, peace is the lens through which I see the world. One more time. Peace is the lens through which I see the world. Woo! Yeah. All right. Then we're going to have our regular peace song. We're going to dance here in the sanctuary, and I hope you're dancing at home. And we love you. Om Shanti Om.
Peace that
eyes